Okay, we're gonna do some more Armored Core. Well, no, we're not gonna do that today. I don't even remember where we were last week, but I'm just gonna play a little bit. We'll just do a mission. Whatever setup I had last time.
Hey there, buddy. Got a request from Archibus for you. Here's the briefing from my CO, who came up with the plan. This is V2 Snail. I shall brief you on the operation. You will be under my direct authority. Consider it a rare privilege. We will conduct simultaneous surprise raids on 2 planetary closure administration bases. One is the Hall of Communications base, the relay for comms between enemy squads. The second is the former Bertram spaceport, seized by the PCA for its suppression fleet.
Oh, yes.
V4 Rusty will be dispatched to handle the Harlov base. His objective will be to disable their network and prevent support from PC elite squads. Raven, during this time you must destroy all the heavy warships berthed at the spaceport.
Berthed. Didn't I kill a couple of these last week? I guess I'll just have to kill more of them.
Solid plan, but there's a catch. Disruption of PCA comms won't last long. I'll come support you when I finish on my end.
What is my... I've got some stuff. I've got a laser pistol. I've got some, do I have my pile bunk? I don't think I have my pile bunk.
A major blow. Ignore V2's snotty attitude. Just focus on your own work.
I could always, well, whatever I have, I'll utilize properly.
Main system activating combat mode.
Activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Destroy all the berths.
I do have a pile bunk.
Code 1-5. Intruder detected. Sharing all base personnel. Commencing threat evaluation.
I'm on standby near Harlow, buddy. Patch me in. I'll gauge the situation on your end before I jump in.
Code 5. Target for termination confirmed.
We're mechs of a certain age. That's something that Joe says a lot about, like, getting older. He says, we're men of a certain age. I'm like, Joe, that's a really good band name, but, you know, we already have one. I like ours better.
Target for termination approaching warship.
It sounds like a Devo album.
Hey, buddy. I've taken out the relay mast. That takes care of their external comms for now. Keep moving. 4 targets left.
I'm gonna try to keep my eye out for whatever extras may exist within this map here. But I'm probably gonna miss a bunch of shit too. Someone just said age against the machine. That's pretty good.
AP at 50%.
You know what's weird, chat? And I don't mean to bring the mood down. This isn't a mood down thing because I'm actually content with getting older. But you know what's weird? No. It's not going to be depressing. I was listening to an interview with LeVar Burton, and he was talking about how he was always like the kid. I mean, even in Star Trek The Next Generation, he was like the youngest cast member aside from Wesley, I guess. Like the primary cast member. So like he was always like, hey kid, you're gonna go far. Because he started his career when he was real young. I think he was like 19 when he got Roots. And that reminded me, like, I was always the youngest person in the group. You know, I hung out with, like, older people. I tended to be, like, in whatever music circles I was in, I was the young one. Now I'm, like, kind of the old one. Which is, it's a weird thing that kind of happens to all of us. If you're lucky, I guess. So I just wanted to let you know, if you're here now, you know, it's something that can happen to you. Isn't that something fun and special? Come on. I want to pile bunk so bad. I want to pile bunk so bad. There we go. Thank you. Someone said, now I need therapy. Thanks, Vin. We can all use a little bit of therapy, Douglas. There, of course, are things that still bother me, and I'm still a human, and I'm still me, but I have to say, getting older has been really nice for prioritizing and not letting things bother you too much. I'll give you a quick example. Here's one thing. I saw, I remember I was joking around about, like, Undurtur and Duturum, and I've seen in videos of mine. Oh, I'm out of ammo for the pistol. I've seen in videos of mine, people get like, you know, there are people who have gotten upset, feeling like I'm belittling the thing that they love because I call it Duturu and Unduturu. It's probably only been like 1 or 2 people. But, I mean, life is hard enough. Imagine also having to go through life defending a piece of media that you had nothing to do creating. I mean, even if you did create it, that's still, like, so much energy. People shit on my music. I don't mind. Whatever. They shit on my streams. It's like, fuck, man. You know? That's one of the good things about getting older. It doesn't matter as much. You learn pretty quickly. Ah, you son of a bitch. You start to learn, like, alright, this is not a proper use of my time and energy on this planet.
Open fire! Keep the target away!
Of course I still succumb. We all succumb. A little bit here and there, chat. There it is. But, yeah. Anyway. So I'm just, I don't know, I just don't want you to think like I'm, as a man of a certain age,
50%.
I'm doing quite okay. But of course, there's pros and cons to everything.
2 warships left.
You should give some advice to youngins in chat. I can give a little bit of advice on a couple things, but I'm still kind of a fuck up. So I mean, you don't want to get advice from me. We all just human. Trying our best to live through this shit and yacht together, you know?
You got them all, 621.
Not Y-A-C-T-H, just yacht, Y-O-T.
Bad news. The PCA's external comms are back online. They've got warships heading your way. Hold out till I reach you.
Oh man, I don't have any health. I need...
Catch. Resupply while you can, 621.
Get me that resupply right now. Walter, where's the resupply, Walter?
They're firing from above.
Code 5. Target for termination approaching.
Handle it. The main squad will be here soon.
Oh man, fucking Christ. It's like kind of more fuel efficient to just do that.
Company 621, in front of the base.
Vinny, have you ever had a Quaalude? You're that old, right? No, I haven't. I have not experimented with drugs very much. Quaaludes. I think I'm fucking Jordan Belfort. Let's take down another warship, no problem. Get bunked. Pile bunked. Wrong button. If you can believe it, once again the wrong button was pressed.
Code 1-5. Target for termination.
This mission has everything, doesn't it?
Time to pay the piper.
Looks like we've got high-ranking PCA officers. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh
Got
shit.
your back,
It's the
buddy.
Blowjob Brothers
Hope
versus
you
the
got mine.
Blowjob Brothers.
Code 4. Send me what you've got on the target.
Relay system response. Corporate
Oh.
agency,
Oh.
independent mercenary rated. Data on the mercenary is being checked for discrepancies.
Range that. This means the Corp can't afford to choose.
There we go. We got bunked.
Code 7-8. Threat level.
One PCA craft left.
Code 780 received. System processing.
The enemy's
Nice work, buddy. Glad you're on my side.
Code 3-1A. Systems green.
AP at 30%. 1 repair kit remaining.
This guy's stuck. Nope, never mind. This is like one of the least glitchy games I've ever played, so I don't know.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Tried to get a nice pile bunk finale, but that's alright.
We can. Code 7-8.
confirmed. PCA craft destroyed.
Nice work.
Relay system verdict. Code 7-8E acknowledged. Threat to planetary closure identified. Use of IA-02 authorized.
I'm picking up something. I've sent you a marker. There's something there.
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that. Oh my fucking god. Shai Halut.
It's underground.
Oh my god.
What? What is that thing? 621. Listen, our attacks won't have any effect.
Evasive maneuvers.
Is that
fight this thing at some point, aren't I?
Wait, something's wrong.
It's changing its behavioral pattern, answering to a greater imperative. To protect the convergence.
Looks like the PCA's helped itself to the Institute's relics. 621, rest up at base. I'll come up with a plan to deal with our new friend.
Someone said, remember you are a small human in a giant mech, and that thing dwarfs you. Yeah, it certainly the fuck does, doesn't it? Chat, did you know the McRib is coming back?
Here's the situation, 621. After the PCA
Speaking of worm meat.
weapon on us, Arquebus and Balaam have moved to cooperate. IA-02, aka Iceworm. It's a sea weapon, an autonomous deterrent created to protect the coral. If we don't take it out, no one's going to reach the convergence. We'll have a tough fight ahead of us, and everyone's getting involved. 621. Don't forget we've got a job to do on Rubicon. I didn't bring you all the way here for nothing.
Apparently someone ported that into Elden Ring and it took up like 2/3 of the map.
Three new messages.
Heard the news, tourist. Iceworm, huh? You just keep tripping up over the Institute's relics, don't you? Well, I got something that might interest you. Sent you a briefing.
This is V8 Pater. Your performance in the spaceport raid was admirable. V2 and V4 left a message for you. But the arrival of that monster is a more pressing matter. Arquebus and Balaam have agreed to a ceasefire and are looking to cooperate, for the moment. It'll take time to formalize our agreement. For now, I've sent you another request.
Honey, it's me, your mom! I saw that you were fighting a worm!
Your records have been updated. B-rank virtual encounters are now available in the arena. You have entered the upper ranks. May these encounters further guide your technique.
I want you to stay safe, honey. Honey, you've been oiling your mech.
Let's see. What have I got now? I kind of like my current build quite a bit. You ought to get some better arms. What is wrong with my arms? Pistol runs out of bullet ammo quickly. It does do that. Apparently these arms are quite good. Firearm specialization. Yeah. Yes, those seem quite nice. But you lose melee damage. They do not handle sustained recoil well. Someone said, why does your mech have gamer neck? What the fuck is gamer neck? Shrimp posture.
Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program, number 12, entering rank B. Subject AC,
It's so shrimple.
Baron Flower.
It's as easy
Call
as it
sign,
can be.
V3 O'Keefe. Commencing evaluation.
Main system activating combat mode.
Couldn't bunk.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
Try assault boosting before a bunk. Assault boost into a charged bunk. So the arms drastically decrease melee, or do they just somewhat decrease melee?
Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program, number 11, rank. What is this?
Rank, what is this?
Kinda creepy to go around ranking strangers, don't you think? Well, whatever. I'm busy, but you can have this old data.
Huh.
Main system activating combat mode. AP at 30%.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Ooh. I don't know, the bunk is still pretty good.
Don't know about the sim.
It appears the data contained an unauthorized message. We apologize. Terminating evaluation.
Huh. Get the Firmeza arms, they're balanced. I see. A little more melee. Arms load limit, recoil controls better. AP is better. Throw those on. The Nobunga arms are really good. I love it. Imagine to my surprise to find out how many Nobungas there are actually in the world. You know? Just a big world out there. Nobungas ruining things left and right. There's actual Nobungas, and then there's just like
Arena
spiritual
Combat
Nobungas.
Aptitude Evaluation Program, number 10, rank B. Subject AC, dead sled. Call sign, cold call. Commencing evaluation.
Main system activating combat.
There are those that are of the Nobunga lineage. And they have ambition, but maybe not in the right way. Looks like I am the one who got bunked. I thought I was dead. I had the fucking last chance.
Main system activating combat mode.
Come on, fucking lock on, man.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
I really need to, like, one of my main issues is I think I'm switching to a thing, and I'm not. So, chat. I assume you need to wait, like, a couple seconds or a second after you shoot a weapon to switch over to the next one.
Main system activating combat mode.
He's got a laser shotty that's obliterating you at close range. That's true. Wow. Just don't press it while shooting. No cooldown on swap. Okay, yeah, I'm pressing it probably while shooting.
AP at 50%.
Yeah, once again, wrong button, motherfucker! Yes! Bunk! Bunk! No bunka!
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
Repair kit optimization. Direct hit damage. Energy weapons. Those. Dual miniguns plus dual Zimmermans is stupidly overpowered. I'm pretty sure I fucked around with those a little bit. Oh, it's Rusty. Chat, random question. How far through the game am I? Would you say?
Number 9.
I know there's 5 chapters. I'm on chapter 3.
Subject AC. Steel Haze.
Like 60%-ish?
V4 Rusty.
Got it. 60% of the first playthrough. I mean, I'm sorry to say this, I'm not doing any more than one playthrough. I understand New Game Plus has a different story, I'm aware. Game is good, but I'm not doing like a New Game Plus. I'm sorry, chat. I understand why people would want to watch that, but there's still so much other shit that I want to play.
At 30%.
Oh my god!
Main system activating combat mode.
Rusty got me really bad in like one melee. I can't bunk. I'm not bunking. I'm not bunking well.
At 30%.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
Switch the bunker just before getting the stagger to have it prepared. You know what? I didn't actually think about that. New Game Plus runs are 5 hours max. That's cool. That's fine. I played, oh. Okay, this is gonna probably piss some people off because I I just said I wasn't doing the New Game Plus of this. But, I played a card game. I don't know why that would piss people off. Do I just think that poorly of some folk? You know what it is, chat? I've seen everything. Oh no, I've seen everything. Much too late. The clothes have rotted off.
Number 8.
But I've played a new card game. I forget the name of it. It was called like Bleb of Blub Blub Blub.
Subject AC. Milktooth. Call sign. Honest Brute.
Amazing skeleton.
Commencing
What
evaluation.
the hell is the game called? Beneath Oresa.
Main system.
It'll be on the Full Sauce channel. It's really good. There's a couple really good indie games happening at the moment. I got a lot of good pre-records on the horizon. Ooh. Oh! God damn. That's the Chainsaw Man? Oh, man. That was insane. Okay. Boy, you do not want to get close to this guy.
Main system. Activating combat mode.
Oh! Bunk.
Target destroyed. This concludes B rank evaluation. Well done.
That was satisfying. I almost got hit with that fucking chainsaw several times, though.
Incoming comms.
Congratulations. You have surpassed rank B. It is a great honor to witness your evolution as a mercenary. All Might exists for all mercenaries.
What about my evolution as a streamer? I want to become the world's first skibbity-only streamer. Why can't I do this, chat? Only in other playthroughs. I need to, like, respawn back in the... You know what? I need to respawn in the year 2000. And then I can become a skibbity tuber. To respec into it, yeah, exactly. Energy shortfall. This is like the limit of what I could use. I can't use a Zimmerman. I could use a Haldeman. Avoid the evils of a Zimmerman. Nah, it's good for you. Try the Scudder. Just for fun. See what that's all about. It's not gonna be as good as my pistols, because those fucking things just melt armor.
I'll cut to the chase. This is about the ice worm. That Institute relic you
Villains in chat on both sides of Zimmerman. No, heroes on both sides.
A chance if it were just the PCA they were teaming up against. But that monster is a whole other story. You can't just throw bodies at it. The thing that makes it such a pain in the ass is its perpetual reactive shield. Coral tech. Takes advantage of the coral's directivity. Ordinary weapons can't touch it. So let's get extraordinary. I can make you something that'll punch a hole in that shield. But I'll need your help. You'll be heading to Grid 012, one of the first sectors they built, and it's barely holding up. That's where a little rat who betrayed RAD is hiding out. Goes by the name of Honest Brute.
Oh yeah.
His AC Milktooth was built by us. So its only flaw is that it's piloted by him. When he ran from RAD, he didn't just take credits in tech. He also took a secret project of mine. And that secret project is what we'll need to bust open the Iceworm shield.
Apparently there's a lot of hidden treasure chests on this level. Maybe they just need slow bullets, like in Dune. You can get the chainsaw melee weapon here. It's in one of the crates.
Tourist? No one's gonna miss Brute. And we all stand to gain.
Slow blade penetrates the shield, yeah. I really wish we had, like, shields in real life.
Activating combat mode.
For no good reason.
All right, tourist. I'll tell you where to go.
Welcome, tourist. It's a delight to enjoy the company of a visitor from so far away.
Brute, we're here to take back what you stole from us.
Oh, heavens. You're a friend of Carla's. Splendid. Any friend of Carla's is a friend of mine. Here's to new beginnings.
Oh,
By
fuck.
all means, be my guest.
See what I mean, tourist? We need to go deep down.
Let me know if I'm missing any, like, good stuff. This is a cool location. This is a cool level.
Using my toys like they were his.
No.
Make sure you keep clear of the laser sensors. They're set to activate the enemy machines.
A new friend from afar just for me. What joy. Be still my beating heart.
Get bunked! Okay, chat. So I got one treasure chest. Should probably just be using melee on those because I'm wasting ammo. Alright, one after tetrapod fight. Good to know.
I'm waiting for you, friend. Fidgeting anxiously before the big dance. I do hope I'll keep up, but the anticipation
Oh, that sucked.
is part of the fun.
Why would you bunk so soon?
AP at 30%.
Slow. Quick, slow. 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 Quick, slow. I know, Milktooth. I can't wait either.
He seems rather strange.
Is this guy stupid? He's just repeating words. Those were dance steps? Okay, well don't ruin it for me. It's a meme, chat. It's a meme. Okay.
AP at 50%.
Can you go 5 minutes without repeating any words? Yes, I can go that long
The enemy's
without
deploying a shield.
repeating
We need to get behind it.
words.
I hate to see my babies get scrapped like this, you know. Well, don't be shy. Smash them up. It'll help me with my R&D.
Oh, I said I know. Oh. I just became William Shatner. Of course, we can go that long without repeating words. And that's why the principles of the Constitution are important. Isn't that right, Space Abraham Lincoln? There's a place back on my world called Mount Rushmore. And that's what it's all about. That's what we bring to you. Presidents.
There's your way in. Brute can't be far.
It was the 60s.
We should keep an eye out for traps.
They had an interesting idea. So there's just like, that's one of my favorite tropes. It's an underrated trope, but I enjoy it. It's that like Kirk gets to a new civilization, bangs a green woman, and then like reads them the Constitution when they don't understand. You don't understand our strange ways, but we can show you how to live properly. I thought that said Badcock. I was like, oh wow, that's Game of Thrones Season 6 writing. I like that not most, but several chat members knew exactly what I was talking about. You want the good girl, but you need the bad pussy. Still one of the most embarrassing lines in a TV show. It's so fucking bad. Where is it from? It's just a character. One of many butchered characters. They were in a jail cell, and they were explaining to another character that they want the good girl but need the bad pussy, and then they bite. They bite the air. It was, oh, I see. It was not in the book. Not yet. I could see George licking his lips, clasping his hands together.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Jump down there and we've got him cornered. Don't forget, the guy's a rat. This won't be smooth sailing.
You're also implying that George is going to finish writing those books at any point.
Is this place some kind of hangar? The target AC must be nearby.
He's gonna get Frank Herbert's son to finish the books. What's gonna happen?
Ah, my new friend. You're here at last. Brute! Oh, Carla. You've introduced me to such wonderful people. Wonderful things.
Shut him up, tourist.
Is this guy stupid? Okay, again, I'm just memeing, chat.
Built that AC at R&D, tourist. Don't underestimate it.
AP at 30%. AP at 50%.
How milk-tooth weeps.
Once again, I thought I had my pile bunk a couple times, and I did not. Well, that was my only hope, and I didn't think it was going to work.
I'd offer flowers if I could find them.
Bunkless streamer.
Jump down there and we've got him cornered. Don't forget, the guy's a rat. This won't be smooth sailing.
Is this place some kind of hangar? The target AC must be nearby.
Amazing.
My new friend. You're here at last. Brute! Oh, Carla. You've introduced me to such wonderful people. Wonderful things.
Shut up, tourist.
The sweet melody of the generator. How Milkjuice's heart sings.
Built that AC at RAD, tourist. Don't underestimate it.
Ooh, was trying to bunk, almost bunked.
How Milktooth weeps. How the rail cannon weeps. Torn from their mother. I must miss Carla so. I weep too.
That was a good bunk.
Walk slow. Slow. Quick, slow. Slow.
Oh, no, it's not that. No, lasers. I need lasers. I don't know why my weapon, I'm having such trouble switching weapons.
I'm starting to feel confused. It helped if you could show up.
No repair kits remaining. AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Come on, I want to kick him. Zanakatai Kiku!
My friend, this is a gift. Thank you.
Enemy AC is silent.
Looks like he's dead. Good. All right, tourist. I'll see about retrieving our secret project. We'll need it to go worm hunting.
Ugh. Double trouble. Booster. Bad cook. Try the chainsaw. I'm gonna try the chainsaw, yes.
One new message.
This is Chatty Stick, RAD. Thanks for putting down Brute. The Chief's already in the workshop tweaking the rail cannon. And I've never seen her happier to be at work. That is all. Later, tourist.
Rad. Wait, do I have it or I have to buy it? I have it. Wow, it's huge. Huge. So this has less thrust, but more QB thrust? What's QB thrust? Oh, like quick boost. That sounds pretty good. Melee attack thrust goes down though. Sorry, I'm losing my mind a little bit, but we're good. I'm good now. I just needed to get that out of my system. You want low QB reload time. You know, the Brazil, not the Brazil, what? The video where I had the snacks. Posted from Canada. Why did I say Brazil?
We've received a request from the Archibus Group.
Raven, this request comes from our subsidiary Schneider. It concerns the Bertram spaceport, which you and V4 brought under our control. We've received intel that a stranded PCA fleet is planning to retake the base. Your objective is to intercept the PCA and defend the spaceport. We've deployed an MT squad to support you. Use them as you see fit. That concludes the briefing. Good luck.
Anyway, that snack video, the sequel to that, like I said earlier,
The PCA are going to
had a
be
lot of
fighting
sugar
to
today.
win. 621.
The sequel to
Don't
that,
forget
the
about
France
MT
version,
backup.
will be uploaded in the next couple weeks, I would imagine.
Main system activating combat mode.
And the chainsaw is huge.
Wait.
Sorry, I
That's
mean,
not right, 621.
The battle's over already.
Find out what's going on.
it gives damage reduction when it's charged.
Do you read me, Raven? I've identified the target. That's the mercenary who took your name. Let's see how far they can fly.
Uh-oh.
On borrowed wings.
That AC do all this.
Augmented human C-461. We're not here to take back the Raven name. However, we'll see if you can do it justice.
Looks like we found your license's original owner.
Intradesting.
621.
Are you a corporate pawn or a handler's pawn?
Come on, use the chainsaw!
Way, never spread your wings. At least not yet.
2 repair kits remaining. AP at 30%.
That planet just wiped out a piece of
A Raven is a similar result. One
Oh
cannot
my
fly
God.
on borrowed wings. It seems our gig isn't over yet, Raven.
I had a moment where I was convinced I used my my healing. I didn't.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Wait, something's not right, 621.
You need to pre-charge the chainsaw. There you go.
All right. We'll watch this one. See where they go on a raven's wings.
That was amazing. Someone said I actually opened my mouth. I don't know what that means exactly, but I thank you. Oh, jaw drop. Yes. This is fucking huge!
No new messages.
Oh no, never eat the French candy again.
I've looked into the other Raven, the independent mercenary who attacked you. It turns out that Raven isn't an individual call sign. It's a title, passed down generations of mercenaries who champion the free will Raven stands for.
That's so Raven.
They choose what to fight for, and take to the skies in flight. If that's what being a Raven means, then that's the name I want to keep calling you. Raven.
I understand this means more to others in chat than it does to me. I'm just enjoying how the game goes brr. Historic data recovery.
I have a personal request to ask you. It's about the Engelbert Tunnel, which is to be shut down after it was hit by a coral surge. I want to go there and survey the area. Even before the coral surge, that place had been all but abandoned. It's an old structure, dating far back into the colonization of Rubicon. There must be items of interest from throughout the planet's history there. As I'm sure you're aware, I have no resources with which to pay you. But I can propose an alternative. If you find any wrecks left by the PCA, you should try accessing them. Both the corporations and the Rubiconians are gathering data on PCA technology. Whatever you collect, I can exchange for credits and transfer the funds to you.
You ever think about futuristic Foley? And I don't mean like Eddie Murphy waking up in Beverly Hills Cop 2077.
Walter thinks you've gone on a geological survey. Thank you for doing this for me, Raven.
Like Axel Foley? No. I'm talking about like just some of the weird futuristic buzzing and beeping and like, you know, when you watch like a little movie, you hear like a like whoosh noises and stuff.
Activating combat.
I wonder if they create that stuff mostly in like a synthesizer and then put effects on it later. Or if they have like little electronic devices with electricity that splurts out of them.
I'll send the marker data. PCA craft data. I'll exchange it for credits and send them to you later.
Remember some people breaking celery for bone crunches. That's a famous one. That's been done in a lot of different things. Like breaking like balsa wood or celery.
Digital equipment. The effects of the coral surge must have brought some of the wrecks back online. Let's see what we can find.
My favorite Foley story and technique is the lightsaber sound. How Ben Burt was able to get that sound. It's really cool.
This data seems valuable too. I'm so glad this is turning into a profitable mission. Let's keep looking, Raven.
We actually waved something around.
An older generation of AC.
Coral tide is rising at an abnormal rate. This resonance, it suggests some kind of mutation. Run the calculations. How much time do we have? 47 hours, 2 minutes, 16 seconds. We still have time. Deploy Ibis. Irritable bowel
This was recorded 2 days
intestine
before the
syndrome.
fires of Ibis. This seems to be about the warning signs of the calamity, right before it struck.
Ibule. Elbow.
That's an old Baus AC. The Rubiconians used to pilot these.
How long has it been since I first saw her voice? Fear not, she said. There will always be plenty, she told me this. As I was imbibing Rubicon's blessings on one fateful day. If I were you, I'd never allow this, I replied. I was forever ashamed by my deceit.
This seems to be a recording of Domayan, the Liberation Front's ideological leader. But this appears to be something exceptionally personal. It's an enforcement machine schematic. This could disrupt the balance of power. We should probably keep it from the corporations. Still, it's a highly valuable find.
I just randomly found that. Chat saying that they missed that one, etc., etc. I mean, it was in some, like, little hidden cliff, so I'm surprised I found it. But I'm very proud of myself that I stumbled into it by accidentally falling and almost dying. I really can take a lot of credit for that one.
magnitude AC.
Assistant number 1 has lost his mind. His research has utterly consumed him. Granted, there may be some logic to see pulse sensory augmentation of human subjects, but no ethical scholar would ever dare cross that point of no return. Mankind ill need a savior such as you. I mean, mankind is driven mad by possibilities. What does Coral represent, if not sheer potential?
This is about the first augmented humans. The same Coral technology that created you. But without it, we never would have made contact. I'm not picking up any more data stores. If this outing has made you think about Rubicon's past or the nature of Coral, then it was all worth it.
Well, what the fuck was in there? Hang on. Wait. I seen one. There's one in there. Oh, well. Give me the cash! Give me the cash!
We got ourselves a deal, Handler Walter. Michigan. So, Arquebus met us halfway? I gave them the heavy warship fleet. In exchange, Balaam's in charge of putting down the beast. They also offered some top Vespers. Guess they don't trust us. Better than nothing. I'll provide what support I can, too. Yeah, your mad scientists, RAD or whatever, and that hound of yours. Michigan. Don't underestimate 621. That hound always delivers.
One new message.
What kept you, 621? You're a famous mercenary now. Time to act like one. This next mission's all or nothing. Make sure you attend the briefing.
New weapon. Stun needle launcher. Apparently I need to use this. Is this a back weapon? Blowing some backs out with it? Energy shortfall. You should make a new AC for it with heavier weapons. You remember Reichard and the funny spear? Oh, oh. Vinny, I just got a bunch of views from you. I appreciate it. That's cool. What did you do? I might have promoted something of yours. I'm just curious what it was. Well, hang on, let me save this one. Okay, that current one is saved. I'm not sure, it just said viewers came from your channel. Okay. What do you do? Tell me about yourself, chat member. Vinny is the type of guy to name his files final version 1, 1, 2. Yeah. Still got an energy shortfall. Not anymore. I throw the pistol on. Change your core. Well, I think I'm good now. Your core causes low energy. Well, I switched to a different generator. I don't have a shortfall anymore. I have the gamer hunch still. It really is gamer hunch core. Mecha Lumbago. Vinny, I stream 4 times a week. I mostly play Nintendo games. I'm starting a horror series this month. Okay. I'm not sure. Yeah, the name isn't familiar. I guess it's just, if we both stream Nintendo games, maybe Twitch recommends your stuff next to mine. Mine, not mined. Bitcoin wait, you mine Bitcoins? No. Well, regardless, I, wish you luck with your channel. Viewers like this sort of shit. Yeah, but you know what? That's not always accurate. Like, if I go to the Twitch front page, there's some stuff that I have, like, 0 viewing habits or interest in watching. And, like, World of Warcraft right now, I click on it, it's just, like... Yeah, there's big World of Warcraft recommendations. All aboard the hype train, and it's just people hype training. Yeah. God, the amount of VTubers on that front page, though. Madden football? But yeah, I mean, it does happen. It does happen where, you get recommended. With tough actin' to Nactin.
This will be a joint operation led by Balaam and Arquebus. The briefing's about to start. I want you to attend.
You've streamed with several VTubers, so that makes sense. Yeah.
The intercorporate ceasefire is now in effect, and we will be carrying out coordinated attacks against the PCA. The targets are the enemy-occupied bases, the heavy warship fleet, and the recently activated...
I'll cut to the chase. This is an all-out war against the PCA and theaters across Rubicon. And y'all got the short end of the stick. You're here to take on the worst of our dirty work, hunting the beast of the ice field.
Sure thing, Chief. Tell you what, I'll watch and let you know how badly that goes for us.
Gun 5, you just volunteered yourself for the front line.
Moving on. Let's talk about how we're going to neutralize the iceworm's coral shield. You'll be dealing with a layered barrier made up of a primary and a secondary shield.
Arquebus will provide the means to break the first layer. The state-of-the-art stun needle launcher. Aim for the face.
Stun seed.
Results,
backwards.
What about the second layer?
RAD's cooked up just the thing. A neat little toy we call the Overt Rail Cannon. If we divert the spaceport's standby power to the ORC, it should hit hard enough, assuming we land the shot.
You can leave that to me. I know a thing or two about sharpshooting.
I'll oversee operations on the ground. A ragtag crew like this needs leadership.
We could use some more suppressive fire. I'll send Chatty.
That just leaves the question of who will be taking charge of the stun needle launcher. I know just the volunteer to go poke that beast with a stick. Gun 13, you get all that? Good! Time for another field trip!
Great delivery on that one. Time for another field trip! Alright. Let's try this out.
It's not every day you see competing forces working together like this. Now or never, 621.
Vinny, remember how in Elden Ring how Patches would just bail if you summoned him for Radon? I don't remember that, but I might have seen it.
It's time, 621. You ready?
Yeah, I have one enduring memory from Elden Ring now, and it's Melania. Melania? No, I remember I remember aspects of the game for sure. I remember, you know, enjoying the fuck out of it. But,
Commence mission. Michigan will take command. Commencing operation with
there were a lot of caves that blended into each other. I remember the big boss fights, though.
Act like a professional outfit and you might live.
What does that creep think he is? I ain't here because I want to be.
We gotta deal with those pesky shields first. Gun 13, roll out that fancy gizmo that Archibus paid the big bucks for.
We need to aim for the head, and the rest of its body is covered in thick armor.
This is V4 Rusty.
I'll get it eventually.
Don't die before I get a chance to fire, buddy.
Tourist. Got a
Did
message from
some
the
worm
chief.
hunting. Chat, would you still watch me stream if I was a worm?
Creepy up there, freelancer. Not so smug now, are you?
2 repair kits remaining.
You asked that last night? I know, I'm sorry, I just don't know. What if I turn into a worm? I think about this a lot. It's like an everyday thought.
Reminder to all units, do try to maintain space from one another.
You heard him. Don't want to make for an easy target. You don't gotta tell me. I'm going down with you fools.
It's hard to get a good shot on the worm here. No.
Shield loss confirmed. Initializing
Oh!
RC firing sequence. Connecting EML modules. Opening energy turbines. Output at 80%. Setting correction A-OK. 90, 95.
So fucking cool.
I won't miss.
Oh, that's so cool!
Secondary shield down.
Gun 13, the head's open for a direct hit. Back to square one, Gun 13.
That's not great. I was very far away from that creature. Why was the creature so
Got a freelancer to babysit.
so far?
Preparing to fire
Vinny, first time I ever saw that happen. Thanks for the content.
Energy turbine
Oh, you're
output at 80%.
you're welcome.
Recalibrating sights.
Where is the worm going to be? I need to know where the worm is.
Output at 100%.
There you go.
Secondary shield down.
Gun 13, that's your cue. Straight in the face!
That really didn't do a whole lot of damage, that chainsaw.
Gun 13, the beast barrier is back online!
Should have bunked. I don't have any bunk. Fucking hell. Have you no shame for beating the worm live on stream? Should I just, like... Should I just restart mission? I think I have to quit the mission, actually. Because my chainsaw was doing remarkably low damage. Is everything here an energy shortfall if I eat bunk? Combat wheelchair dual Zimmermans. Build mech around your weapons. What must I do? Orbiter seems good. Wheelchair legs, dual Zimmerman, stun needle, and songbird. What about a pile bunk? I like the idea of a pile bunk. I want to do that. But yeah, I just need to... maybe I could buy another core. Because yeah, I did no fucking damage. Normally I wouldn't just quit like that and, you know, until I'm fully fucking dead, but...
It's not every day you see competing forces working together like that.
We will work together because we know that beating the worm is actually a very good thing, in fact.
Commence mission. Michigan will take command. Commencing operation with combined AC force as per the Balaam Archibus agreement. Move out, maggots! Time to die!
Act like a professional outfit and you might live.
Jesus.
What's that creep think he is? I ain't here because
Wow, already look at how much fucking damage the worm has done to me.
Connecting EML modules. Opening energy turbines. Output at 80%. Setting correction A-OK. 90, 95. I won't miss.
Secondary
Come on. What? No! How did I miss it twice? Well, I tried to bunk. You have 4 other guns. It didn't work. Also, I tried to charge it like I charged the chainsaw earlier, which is why I wasted it, because I thought I still had the chainsaw for a second.
Tell me. I ain't going down with you fools.
Oh, it's fucking terrible.
Got a freelancer to babysit in a vest.
Give me the opportunity.
Couldn't be happier.
Cute, Gun 5. You want me to haul your ass out of there?
Damn right I do. Is it too late?
Can't believe I'm up at nearly 2 in the morning playing with my worm.
Fire ORC. Energy turbine output at 80%. Recalibrating sights. 90%. Output at 100%.
Secondary shield down.
Gun 13. That's kills. Straight in the face.
Yeah, so pile bunker doesn't work, does it? I don't understand. Chat, something's wrong. Something's wrong. You dash canceled it? No. No. I absolutely let it rip.
Oh, no, you don't. I ain't going down first.
Primary shield disabled.
Preparing to fire. Energy turbines A-OK. Output at 80%.
When you charge the
90%.
bunk, you barely move
Adjusting
at all.
sights.
You have to be right in its face. I'm gonna try, man. I'm trying.
Lock on. Nice shot, V4.
Raven, attack the head.
Got one.
That freak actually did it.
Did what? The bare minimum. This is just the first hurdle.
The target's deployed drones, tourist. I'll handle them.
The bare minimum. This snail guy is a real snotty asshole, isn't he?
Primary shield disabled.
Shield loss confirmed. Preparing to fire rail cannon. Energy turbine output at 80%. Output 95%. 100%. Watch out for friendly fire.
Secondary shield down.
It's all yours now, buddy. Wait, something's wrong. Fall back 621. We've underestimated this beast.
Oh shit.
My AC's compromised.
The coral. It's out of control.
Looks like things just took a nasty turn. I'll set the ORC to maximum output. We can't afford to lose control of the situation. This next shot will be my last.
AP at 50%.
Oh, this is getting insane.
Don't forget to smile, tourist. The chief always says the worst moments of your life could be your best.
No repair kits remaining.
Shit.
Taking significant damage. Might be checking out soon, tourist.
No!
Hey, what are you doing? The mission's a failure. All units retreat.
Fucking hell. Put the bunker away and shoot it. Chat member, did you see how much damage it did, though? What happened to his 1 HP shield? Oh, maybe I don't have it anymore.
Commencing operation with combined AC force as per the Balaam Archibus agreement. Move out, maggots! Time to die!
Oh, I used it. Oh, okay.
Act like a professional outfit and you might live.
What does that creep think he is?
This stun thing
Here because I want to be.
can also do damage while it is in worm down phase.
Confirmed. Initializing ORC firing sequence.
Oh,
Connecting EML modules.
got it.
Opening energy turbines. Output at 80%. Sighting correction A-OK. 90, 95.
Hope I'm not too far from the worm.
I won't miss.
Secondary shield down.
Gun 13, the head's open for a direct hit.
That freak actually did it.
Did what? The bare minimum. This is just the first hurdle.
The target's deployed drones, tourist. I'll handle them.
Why waste the railgun on the fucking drone though?
V4, load the next shell. One step ahead of you, Commander. Finally, someone with their head screwed on straight. Never thought about switching sides? Sure is an honor to be praised by the Red Guns hell on 4 legs. But I'll pass.
Do this to me, Headbringer. I'm not going to...
Yes!
Primary shield disabled.
Shield loss confirmed. Preparing to fire rail cannon. Energy turbine output at 80%.
Okay.
Output 95%. 100%. Watch out for friendly fire.
Secondary shield down.
It's all yours now, buddy. Wait, something's wrong. Fall back, 621.
Okay, here we go.
My AC's compromised.
The coral. It's out of control.
Coral.
Looks like things just took a nasty turn. I'll set the ORC to maximum output. We can't afford to lose control of the situation. This next shot will be my last.
AP at 50.
Shit.
Taking significant damage. Might be checking out soon, tourist.
2 repair kits remaining.
Ah, damn. Oh, fuck.
AP at 50%.
just impacted on the surface. So close, though.
One repair kit remaining.
That is not good. Not good. That is good, however. Oh my god.
Stay cool, buddy.
AP at 50%.
Don't forget to smile.
Yes!
Primary shield down.
Good work, buddy.
1 HP.
All EML modules connected.
Oh no.
Energy turbines at full capacity. Output at 80, 90. All emergency valves closed. Disabling limiter. 100.
Disabling limiter.
115. All or nothing.
Target's coral shield has been wiped out. The coral response is getting stronger.
Yes!
Is it over? Get clear, it's gonna blow!
No, 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 back. Away, away. Ooh.
Shit me. The freelancer really did it.
Oh, worm.
It's finally over. The blast will contaminate the area. Get out of...
Coral voices. Lost again. Raven. There's something I have to tell you. The coral. It's my family. My brothers and sisters.
Oh, I thought she was going to say the coral's awesome.
I am but a single wave. Born from the coral tide. A Rubiconian without a body. No one even knew I was there for such a long time. Raven, you're the only one who...
Go get your rest, 621. Things are going to get busy. You did good.
I did good, Chad. I bunked with 1 HP.
The temporary alliance between the Arquebus and Balaam groups turned the tide of war, devastating the Planetary Closure Administration forces and exiling them from Rubicon. Though it was the Iceworm mission led by Balaam that dealt the decisive blow, Arquebus, through their own engagements with the PCA, augmented their strength with seized weaponry. The balance of power was broken. The scales tipped in Arquebus's favor. And the Rubicon Liberation Front's hopes of fighting an exhausted foe were dashed.
Buffing her species gets you super high. I see.
With the loss of their common enemy, the rival factions' war for the coral abruptly reignited.
I'm not surprised.
And their bitter conflict burned with renewed intensity.
Augmented Human C4621, entering standard mode. 2 new messages.
Doing okay, 621? I'd wanted to let you rest some more, but the corps are on the move already. With the PCA gone, it's back to work, getting to where the coral's gathering. Do you remember the survey you carried out at Xylem? My friend analyzed the data and learned about a massive facility under the central ice field. Watch Point Alpha. Turns out that the ice worm was defending the entrance to that place. It's time to let ourselves in.
I'm not having sex with you right now, Walter.
Raven, there's something you need to know. That friend Walter mentioned. The comms database has no record of the conversation he just told you about. This isn't about just finding the coral, Raven. He's after something more, and he's using you to do it. Here on Rubicon.
This is the first time I've been invested enough in the story to, like... There's a part of me that just felt left behind because I haven't played all the other games. But now I'm getting into it more.
A-rank virtual encounters are now available in the arena. May these encounters further guide your technique.
Like, it got interesting, you know? This has nothing to do with the other games. Oh, right, someone said that last... Yeah. Even so, it can be tough for me to first, like, get into a brand new series, you know, and I feel like a little bit of an outsider. And, I need some time, and then, you know, if the story ends up being good, then I'm like, oh, I should do a little bit of reading and find out what the other stuff was that I didn't fully grasp. But it's good, though. Anyway, thank you for watching. Ayer's trying to get you to say fuck the corpse and save her planet. Now listen, Choom. You can huff me if you want as a drug. I'll get you high as fuck. But I need you to take down some corpo mega buildings if you don't mind.
I don't know, Johnny. I'm just looking to get into the meth business, Johnny.
Alright, we're gonna end here. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be continuing this, and like I said, I'll be finishing it the one time for sure. Game is great. All I know is my yearly gaming in review video that I do, very prestigious, very professional. When I do that, and I choose my favorites, this is going to be a very insane year. Just with the amount of Game of the Year contenders. Like, I get that some people would go for this, some people would go for Zelda. I've seen people say Starfield is their Game of the Year, which, at this point, I don't know. I mean, I like Phantom Liberty quite a bit. That's another contender. I wouldn't say Game of the Year necessarily, but it's a good one. So, crazy year. I would definitely do a top 10, and the top 10 would still have a really, like, that would be a tough choice, because there's more than 10 games this year that came out that, and that's just so far, but there are more than 10 games that I would consider to be like classics almost. So, you know, top 20 would be the best way to do it. But if a game makes my top 10, then you know it's good, and then we'll do honorable mentions, of course. But anyway, long story short, Armored Core is great. Thank you for watching. Amnesia is great. And Dead Space will begin when I'm done with Amnesia. I know Amnesia is not that long of a game, so I'm not in any rush, but, you know, we'll get to it. And that's about it. I'll probably be live tomorrow night. I will not make a promise, and, you know, in case I end up going to get like dinner, and I end up like because get a studio session, and after that, sometimes the guys and I like to grab a bite to eat. So I might not be live, but if I am, it might be some more Amnesia. Just thinking. And then, of course, yeah, Friday, Saturday, I wouldn't be streaming. But take care. Again, I appreciate it. Those who have subbed, very nice of you. Those who have been here for a long time, I'm happy you're still here. And yeah, it's just let's keep this up. These good games. See you next time. Good night.